Hello and welcome to Channel's Book Club. I am Olakunle Kasumo. It has become common to find young Nigerians who have lost hope in their country due to various reasons, ranging from poor leadership to bad infrastructure, shortage of educational facilities, and general mismanagement of resources. But our guest author today is a young man with a passion for his country and a desire to see Nigerians of his generation begin to love their country again. He is Roy Uzoma, author of this book titled My Nigerian Dream. 24-year-old Roy's message in his book is for every Nigerian, especially those you might call the leaders of tomorrow. Become agents of change, ready to contribute to nation building. Roy joins us today to review his book and discuss his passion, Nigeria. Roy, nice to have you on Channel's Book Club.
Nice to have you, Mr.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm impressed with your book, My Nigerian Dream. I'm particularly fascinated, by the fact that you, as a young person yourself, you're 23, 24, you said?
Yeah, 24.
24 this year. Yeah. I mean, to have come up with this, to have written this, that I could sense your passion and your drive and the belief in your country, yes. Patriotism you have. I could sense it from your book. It really oozes out, like you're trying to push it out there to the reader, and that's fascinating because a lot of people who are young Nigerians, seem to have lost faith in the country, and I think this is what you're trying to address in this book. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very
Tell me a bit about that.
Okay, writing this book, My Nigerian Dream, the idea came as a 19-year-old. I was doing my IT, industrial training. This particular day I was on the road. I was passing and I saw the whole hustle, the bustle. Nigerians work hard. We're hardworking people. Yes, we have this idea of want to make money. But then you look at everywhere, you look at the country, the society, things are not just working. So what's the problem? If hard work equates success, why don't we have the success that we crave for? So that question always pondered in my heart, that what makes Nigeria Nigeria? What makes developed countries developed? Yeah, because to be sincere, we are not developed yet. We can hope that we are developing, but we have a long way to go. So as a young man, as a young person, you're always curious. You ask questions. I mean, I'm a curious person. I went to books and I tried to read up on books on development.
I saw there that you read about 100 books.
Yes.
Just to find an answer to this problem.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I read a couple of books, and I figured out something. Nothing will change until the man changes himself. You see, I think Michael Jackson said something that if you want to change the world, you look at the mirror and you change yourself first. So I figured out myself, if everyone in Nigeria is like me, how would Nigeria be like? So I figured I have to work on myself first. Let me be an ideal person so people will see something different about me. This Roy, there's something about him. And from there, I can influence that one soul. From that person, he can influence a million other people. I don't believe you have to take a mic before you influence others. By your character, by your attitude, people are watching and people can be influenced. So I had that mindset and I was like, how will I start? What can I do? Will I have to be a governor? Do I have to be a president first before I effect that change I need? But I figured out you can start from your society, from anywhere. So what I did back then was, I had a friend which I share my ideas with, and I told him that, look, I have this passion for my country. I wish we can be a very successful country because I see Nigerians are hardworking, but they said, there was a statistic that said over 60% of Nigerians live less than $1 per day. $1 is like 300 naira. So if over 60% are living less than that, that shows the high poverty rate. But this country is the 8th largest export country in terms of oil. So why do we have so much, yet we live below par? So these are challenging questions. So I asked my friend, what can we do as a young person? We're like, we just have to wait till we get there. The normal Nigerian routine. You finish school, you get a good job, before you start...
Get your own cut of the pie.
And you get it, before your voice is heard.
Sharing a little bit of
exactly.
it with others.
But I don't like routine. I told him I don't like routine. I have to stand out. And to stand out, you have to take that bold step. So what I did then was, I was going to secondary school. I started with the first secondary school. I wore these big suits and a green jersey. Just to depict my level of patriotism in quotes. So I remember the first day I went to the principal. I told her, I want to speak to your students. She was like, where are you from? I told her I'm still a student. I just feel I have this passion in me to talk to your students. Like, why? I'm like, just give an opportunity. She was like, she will get back to me. Yeah, that was the first call. It didn't work out. I went to another school, the same thing. But that first school I went, they called me particularly and told me I should come around. That the teacher was supposed to take them. It was like a jam tutorial center. So I should just come and fill in the gap. Happily, I ran from where I was. And I got there.
About Nigeria.
The topic I spoke was the role of Nigerian youth in nation building. I didn't write it anywhere, it was just from my head. And to be honest, when I was done speaking for 30, 45 minutes, everybody, they thought probably this this was an encyclopedia, because everything was just from there and it was pouring straight, hitting them, hitting them straight in their heart. And people stopped, and one guy came up to me.
Secondary school?
Yes, secondary school going to JAM,
okay, JAM
going to tertiary university.
Yeah, in between secondary school and university.
Exactly, yeah. So the guy was like, wow, you spoke to my heart. That from what you said today, I know I am a changed Nigerian. That one person's statement made me realize what I was doing was relevant. So I told my friend when I got home that this is what I'm going to do. He encouraged me that I'm going far.
Okay, Roy, you don't know how fascinated I am, because, when you live in a country where you meet a lot of young people who have lost hope, they've lost hope. They've lost that sense of belonging.
True.
That sense of patriotism. You become very, very worried.
Exactly.
So when I stumbled, when I got a copy of your book,
okay,
and I read it, and then I got to know, how old you are and your passion, I was really excited, because this is what we. Let me ask you this before we're going to dig into your book in a minute. But let me ask you this.
That's fine.
What do you think about Nigerians in their early 20s? Generally, what's your take in terms of the things I just said now? Do you agree with my observation about a lot of people in that age category in Nigeria having lost faith in the country? Is it a right observation? Your book seems to say you agree with me, but I'd like to hear that from you.
Okay.
Is that correct? Is that your own observation?
Yeah, it's very, very correct. Very, very correct. Let me expatiate on that. That particular question I asked a question in one of the talks I had in the schools I went to. And I asked if you're president, if you're president, what will you enact? What will you do? These are young, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Somebody stood up and said, even if that's what Shimara was, I can never be president because I'm not proud to be Nigerian.
I'm not
proud to be Nigerian. If I'm to be born in that world, and God throws me in this country, I'd rather die again than to be born in this country. So that struck me again. I'm like, okay,
that's so sad.
This is it. Because your question is, people don't believe in Nigerian culture. They don't believe anything good can come from this country. I don't blame any majority of them. To be honest with you, our leaders have failed us. They have failed us over time.
When you say people, are you talking about that young age category?
Yes, I'm talking about the young age category, because that is where I deal with. That's my scope. So that's where I can talk about. So people don't, if you have to give a young Nigerian that's even in the final year an American visa, even Venezuela that is drowning, if they give them Venezuelan visa, they will tell you that is a testimony to give.
They will grab it.
They will grab it with 2 hands. You get? So they have, some of them have lost faith in this country. A lot of them. So there's so much work to be done.